David, have you where it's the newsroom, and this is a wartime Ask Dave podcast.
Yeah, wartime.
This is wartime Dave.
Yeah.
What advice do you have for Maduro? My
advice for Maduro is keep dancing. Keep doing your little dance.
Keep doing your little. He should dance in court.
Yeah, he should do.
He got put in jail with Luigi Mangione and Diddy.
And Tekashi 6ix9ine.
And 6ix9ine.
They're all in like the same.
They're all in the same block, same cell block, all saying the N-word.
Yeah. Dastardly.
Tekashi's like, it's okay for you guys to say.
Yeah.
He's very into saying it.
It's a crazy blunt rotation.
Right?
Nicolas Maduro, Tekashi 6ix9ine, P. Diddy, and Luigi Mangione.
And I think like a couple terrorists and other people.
Yeah, that we know, that we assume are terrorists.
That we know of. And not Jeffrey Epstein anymore.
They said that.
Is that the one he died at, or did he die at Rikers?
I don't know.
It was a prison in New York, though.
Hey, they said that lady that got shot in the face in Minnesota, they said she was a terrorist. So at this point, I don't really know.
She was. I'm
kind of questioning the terror.
She really... Did you see how she hit that other car?
Yeah, if I got shot in the head and my foot fell on the gas, my car would probably run into like another car.
Because you're not an American.
Yeah, because I'm a terrorist, Antifa piece of shit.
Well,
So.
Oh boy.
But hey.
Does Kristi Noem have a son?
I think she has kids. Kids.
Hey, hope you listen to the podcast, kids.
She took her dog out into a field and shot it point blank and just tossed it. Yeah. It was the family's dog. She could have brought it back to where she got the dog from. She chose to take it. I think this was actually in front of people too. Take it into a field with people, shoot it in the head, and be like, "That's what it deserves." It drives off.
What do you think about Donald Trump being a coyote now? He illegally brought a known narco-terrorist into the country.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Axe Dave. I'm your host, David Ayala, and I'm here with my co-host, Travis Harrington.
Hey, Dave. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I've got some chicken I got some near-expired chicken, clearance chicken that's thawed in the fridge. And I want to get home and I want to cook that shit up.
Yeah. You got to do that fast. You got to eat clearance meat real fast.
Well, I froze it. But I now know that you can't freeze it for you it doesn't seem like you can freeze it for that long either.
Really?
Because I took some pork loin that I froze out of the freezer and I thawed it and I smelled it and I was like, okay, this is definitely rotten. This is rotten as hell. I made a mistake. I can't do that. But hopefully the chicken's not like that.
Yeah.
How are you doing, Travis?
I'm doing pretty good.
Yeah, did you have a good week since last week?
Haven't been kidnapped by the government yet. Not a president of any foreign nation, so
yeah,
feeling pretty good about my likelihood right now.
I think you're doing good for yourself by not being the president of a Latin American country.
Although, on the other hand, there's going to be some job openings soon.
Actually not. They have a new president already.
They have a vice president.
Yeah.
That is the current president, but I don't think they're... I don't know what I'm not gonna...
Job's not open.
Well, we'll see. I think Marco Rubio is going to be the president of Venezuela.
Like he wants to be. He's always...
he wants to be.
He always says that his family fled the his like father. Cuba? Yeah, they fled Cuba. They fled the communist like regime there. Uh-huh. His family actually fled before the communist regime kicked in. They fled.
The communists are kicking us out.
They claimed that, but it's like him and like a lot of other people actually fled when it was in control of the guy before the communists, and now they say no, we're all against communism because look what it did to the country. That's why we fled. You didn't fucking flee the communists. You fled before. You were just an illegal immigrant.
And now people are fleeing Marco Rubio.
Now people are fleeing Marco Rubio. God, I fucking hate that dumb, ugly motherfucker. Yeah. Why can't like awful people be hotter? Why can't like awful piece of shit people be like Pete more Hegseth? Attractive? Pete Hegseth? He's so mid. He's so mid in the so face.
Mid, and that just goes to show you how ugly the administration is.
Yeah.
That he is like the most attractive man out of all of them, and he's like looks like a fucking Best Buy manager.
Yeah, he looks like yeah, he does.
Looks like he works at a Bass Pro Sport. I don't even know what the name of that store is.
Yeah.
The one with the fish that the guys wear on the hats.
No disrespect to any of the Best Buy managers or Bass Pro Shop managers. I bet there's a lot of hot one of y'all's out there.
I bet there's a lot of you that are hotter than Pete Hegseth.
Yeah. If you're a manager at a Best Buy and you think you're hotter than Pete Hegseth,
send us your photo.
Go ahead and send us your photo.
We'll judge them.
Yeah.
We'll do a beauty competition.
Yeah. And here's what we're gonna judge you on. Face.
Judge on face.
We're gonna judge on your face, how pretty that face is. How many war crimes you've committed in the last year.
Ooh, that's good.
And
points for or against?
Against.
So each war crime is one -1.
You're getting knocked off points for how hot you are. And the third one is, do you have pets?
Do you have pets? And have you shot any of them?
Instead of taking them back to the kennel.
Because they're not doing the same strategy with the men in the administration as the women. Because Trump seems to, every time he's like hiring new people, he seems to only go for like attractive women that have no idea what they're doing.
Yeah. And looking at Kristi Noem, you're like, this is an odd choice for an attractive woman. But he's always going after like these fucking blonde-haired, blue-eyed Aryan women.
Very traditionally stereotypical. It's like, oh, are you not hot enough to be on Fox News? Try the Trump administration.
Yeah, you might have a pretty good chance of getting in there. But all the men are like, I
guess
ugly.
Fox News does the same thing. It's all Bill O'Reilly and Tucker Carlson, flappy neck guys, and then like supermodels sitting next to them.
Yeah.
And they're all evil.
I heard that hates for your fellow man really just ages you rapidly.
Really?
I mean, I just look at it.
I love it.
You love it?
I just love that, just the villain. Like if you're reading the Batman, you love how evil the Joker is.
Yeah.
And I feel like they're really doing it. They're like kind of the most Joker-esque evil administration that I can kind of hate the most. And I don't think it's like a core, it's like a pit of darkness inside me. I think it's like, I love hating these guys. They're great. They're so good at it.
Yeah, but you're hating people who hate other people on a massive
scale. For now.
Hate on a massive scale. What do you mean? Now. What do you mean when you say that?
Hey, it's only a matter of time before we go to Guantanamo for the Antifa show.
I'm not going anywhere. Honestly, if they try to bring me up on charges for the Antifa show like podcast we did, it's gonna be because I thought about that, and
we're already in a court case.
And we are
already in a court case.
I still think it is so funny especially if you bring up like the actual podcast.
They had to listen to our podcast. Somebody in the legal system of whatever town that was at Fayetteville, Louisiana, I believe.
Yeah.
Had to listen to our podcast.
I wonder if he liked it. Maybe they're like, oh, these guys are actually pretty funny.
What if they were like, I gotta bring this to Trump?
And then we're the poster boys for Antifa.
Yeah, they're listening to us in the Situation like room that they've built out of curtains in the Mar-a-Lago dining room.
Yeah, I don't know. But this year's off to an awful start.
Yeah,
I'll say awful start for the year
so far.
Me personally, I think I'm doing my years.
I don't think I've heard of any mass shootings though yet.
No mass shootings yet. They're probably happening. Well, a lady got shot in the face for no fucking reason. Lady got shot
in the face.
Well, there was a reason. It was just completely unjustified.
Yeah. They gave a reason.
They gave a reason, and then
but it was not a legitimate reason.
No, it was a full on lie, which is crazy because the whole thing was on video.
Yeah.
She tried to run me over with her car.
And also, if this is the case, stop hiring such pussies.
That's the other thing I was gonna say. Why are they so pussy?
Why are they?
I was fearing for my life. In this specific scenario, you were fearing for your life,
and you keep seeing they're like tackling old people and shit. It's like, dude, this is the job. People are gonna yell at you and shit and hate you. Yeah. That's like what you're being paid for, right? Stop being such a pussy and so fucking bad at your job.
I've gotta hide my face. Maybe if you feel like you need to hide your face, maybe you shouldn't be in the job.
Yeah, if you've got to hide your face and are afraid of lawyers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of afraid of lawyers, but not in that context.
I'm not hiding my face because I think I'm going to catch a charge every single day I go to my job.
Yeah, we don't want to get sued by anybody for anything, but
I don't know. I feel like if you have to hide your face, then that's kind of you admitting that I'm doing something really fucked up right now, and people might want to come after me for the fucked up things I'm doing. I don't know. Maybe if you're at that point, go pick up a trade as a bartender or something. I don't think this is the life for you.
At what point do you have to give back the $50,000 signing bonus? Because I thought at one point I was like, do I just sign up and then like not show up?
I don't know.
Can I like just sign up for ICE, get the $50,000 and then like not show up?
How does it disperse? There's probably like some intricate.
There's probably some system,
disbursement thing that's going on, but
it would be funny to get jobs at ICE and then just like not show up to work.
I would. Here's what I would do if I got a job at ICE.
We should do that.
I would get a job at ICE, and then the first thing I do is go into my boss's. I would drink like a whole bottle of prune juice.
Oh, and then, like get real hammered too. Get like real drunk.
Yeah, and then I would shit everywhere, and then I just walk out that.
No! Don't just walk out. You got to be laying on the floor of the bathroom, going, "Oh, help me!" covered in dookie in his private bathroom. Going, you gotta put my pants on.
Can somebody go buy me some toilet paper with my $50,000 sign-in bonus? It's on me. I'll clean it up. God, fuck these motherfuckers. I can't wait.
That's like why they have so many idiots and everything. It's like,
so it's hard.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money as a signing bonus for a job that apparently anybody is allowed to join.
Like if you're already like an idiot racist guy, like if you already don't care about deporting people.
Yeah,
it's great gig, right?
Yeah, yeah. Listen, sometimes I'm a bit nihilistic. Sometimes if I like drink. If I eat, let's say I have like...
If you drink a little bit, you talk about how much you hate Mexicans.
Okay, no. That's not me.
Sometimes if I drink, sometimes
I'll finish a can of Sprite, and if there's nowhere to throw it away, I'll just put it on the ground. That's the extent...
LA is very bad at public trash cans.
They are.
That's why there's so much litter in this fucking city.
It's so dirty.
Because there's nowhere to put it. And all the dumpsters are locked.
Yeah, they locked the dumpster.
Every dumpster is locked. Like, I have no choice but to throw trash.
Don't put your trash in my trash.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? It's trash. I don't know. But, yeah, that's the extent that I'll take my nihilism.
They should. I don't know why they don't have trash cans. There's
trash cans.
There are, but there aren't many, and like several have been burned down in my neighborhood over the years, and they have never replaced one of them.
I remember I was on my way over here, and there was a trash can fully engulfed in flames once. I was like, how?
Yeah, right at the end of the street. That was like, and for like 2 years, there was a melted like puddle of plastic, like somebody just melted a G.I. Joe with a fucking magnifying glass, puddle of melted goo plastic all over the sidewalk.
How and when did this happen?
And I'm not in a great neighborhood, but like I'm not in like a terrible neighborhood.
No. No. With that being said, I'm not afraid of walking down this. Other places in the country, especially like the South or whatever, they act like Los Angeles is this completely lawless town where people are getting like set on fire and shot left and right. No, this is it's fine. It's very safe.
There's just a lot of weird, crazy homeless people.
Yeah.
And sometimes they're not cool.
And honestly, a lot of these
people... Most of the time, 90% of the time, it doesn't matter. 10% of the time, they might take a swing at you.
A lot of these people... Did they originate from California? No. They came from the same fucking place that you're complaining, like Florida.
You're starting to sound like they're not from here. They're immigrants.
These
homeless people are immigrants.
I'd say
you're not from California.
If you're not a homeless person from California, you should go back to the state that you're from. Be homeless there.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty fair thing to say.
I mean, there has been a lot of cities rounding people up on buses and just dropping them off here.
Yeah.
Over the years.
Yeah.
Like a lot of other cities being like, bring them over there.
Send them back. Yeah. Send them back to where they are from.
I've seen a lot of guys. There was that guy. It was a recent news story. These two guys got in trouble for trying to create an army of homeless guys in D.C. to invade the Dominican Republic with.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I've seen there's a guy on Instagram who's been trying to create homeless armies now, too. He'll pay like 5 homeless guys to go into a Wendy's and demand food, and they get it.
They're like, give me my Baconator or we will fuck this shit up.
No, they all just chant at the same time. Give me a Baconator. Give me a Baconator.
And they just don't stop.
And then they don't stop and they get it.
Okay.
Which I think is a really good
strategy.
I would love to see all of this inequality in America kind of flipped in this ways, where we have roving pirate armies.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's so many people that, like, if you could just pay, like, we could just be rolling around deep. If we just got a little bit of money, we could have a pickup truck full of guys with AK-47s like we're in Afghanistan.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, sure.
And we could have a squad. We could have a gang. We could start little armies.
What would you do with your little army?
I don't know. Fight little wars.
I hate that idea. I don't want to do that at
What
all.
about, like, robbing 7-Elevens?
Wouldn't want to do that.
You don't do it. Your army does it.
It's not me, it's my army. Which, that sounds better to you?
That's what
I didn't do it. The army that I got together did it. I didn't rob all those houses. It was the army that I got.
The army of homeless men I paid and organized to do my bidding. I didn't do that. They did it. I just love to see things go just more upward mobility in this.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of people stealing a lot, and I feel it just outsource it.
Yeah.
Hire, like, instead of you stealing money from whatever, you're an investment banker and you're stealing money from a school. I'm just trying to think of an evil guy, right?
Yeah.
Hire 100 homeless guys to steal money from the school.
Yeah.
They all get a little bit. You get a little. You get power. You've got this army and everything. It's I just want to see more. I've been playing a lot of Cyberpunk. I'm thinking more about sort of roving gangs and military. We're on our way to some sort of dystopian future. I just don't know which one.
Yeah, you can think like that. I'm going to try to not have us get there by doing the work. By doing work where I can.
The work. That's what the podcast is about.
It's a
You're helping people.
There's a phrase that keeps me saying. It says, "Do what you can where you are." And
do or do not. There is no try.
Yeah, do what you can where you are, and that means, are you in a position to run for office? No, but if you're funny and can have a podcast, do that and talk about things. If you can go and volunteer somewhere and you like doing that, go ahead and do that. If you're a dancer or a filmmaker, go make a film about whatever issue you're on. If you're a cook, go make meals and drop them off at local food banks or places and just feed your community. You do what you can where you are. You live your values, and ideally you connect with people who are like-minded, and you can get somebody into some position of power at some point.
I'd love a food bank that I could make withdrawals from.
What do you mean?
You deposit food into the bank and make food, a food ATM. I'm out and about. I've got food in the food bank. Go to the ATM, boop, boop, boop. I got a hot dog in my mouth now.
An ATM. So it's
like a food bank ATM.
I think that you're describing food stamps.
No, like a bank.
A bank with food in it?
A bank with food in it.
That exists. So you're talking about an actual food
I want to go to the bank, and there's a vault full of bananas and stuff.
Okay.
And they give me the bananas that I deposited there. Those are my bananas.
They're not shared with anybody. They're your bananas. So you take your food.
They're shared with everybody while they're in the bank. Like the bank kind of invests all the money, but they're accountable for it.
So you're describing a public refrigerator?
Kind of. But I'd like to be able to get a hot dog out of an ATM wherever I am.
I think that's just something somebody needs to invent.
Hot dog ATM, get on it.
Hot dog vending machine.
Oh, I'm sure that exists.
Yes, that does exist. You could find that. Hey, if you own a hot dog vending machine and you want to send that over to us, go ahead and let's get that in order by get in contact with us. We can make it happen.
I'd love a hot dog vending machine.
Awful start to the year. Do you have any hopes for the rest of the year?
I got a lot of hope in my new hot dog vending machine startup company. We're more of a hot dog ATM.
Yeah. A lot of good anime is going to be coming out in this year.
AHDM.
What does that stand for?
Automated hot dog machine.
Okay. Maybe we can manifest that for 2026. Your automated hot dog machine, and I'll manifest.
When you say it, it sounds so like something somebody did at the World's Fair in 1850. It's much more sophisticated than that.
Okay, sure.
Because it's not just hot dogs. Okay. I could get a cake. If I deposited a cake in the food bank, I could also withdraw a cake from that same food ATM. Hot dogs are just the beginning.
You're acting like this is like a revolutionary thing when what you're describing is literally just vending machines. Specialized vending machines.
Yeah.
That's exactly what you're describing. It's not a new concept. You can like tap and pay with your fucking card and get whatever you want out of a vending machine.
Yeah, but you have to have deposited that.
Yeah. Yeah, you paid money to get a good.
Yeah, so you buy a cake now. This is a good thing for people.
Buy now, pay later.
No,
cake?
I buy a cake now.
Okay.
I give it to the food bank. In the meantime, everybody else can eat some of that cake. As long as when I want a cake, the bank has to give me a cake of equal value.
They have to give you a whole cake.
Yeah.
No matter when you walk in, there has to be a cake ready for you.
And then I eat that cake and then it's over.
That's an awful idea. That's an awful way to run that.
We're gonna work the kinks out.
what there's the kinks.
I just think the name food bank is misleading, and I think we can change the world this way.
What do you think it should be called?
Free food box.
Oh my god.
It's not a bank.
All right.
It's not a bank.
It's not a bank.
Food hole.
All right.
Come on down to the food hole.
Well, since you know how smart both of us are, I think it's time for us to move on to our advice for the week.
All right. Yeah, so General Butt Naked was from Liberia, not the Congo. I feel racist about that.
You should.
Is it racist to confuse African nations?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. It's like a war-torn Central African country. You can confuse Liberia and Congo. Is it Central African? See, this will tell me if I'm racist or not. West Coast, I'm racist. Yep. All right.
Hey, fam. Welcome back to Axe Dave. And it's time for... What? I never say fam. Hey, I'm saying fam now.
Whoa.
It's 2000... What? I know what fam... People
it's
still say fam.
2026.
People still say fam in 2026. I say fam in 2026. Sue me.
2026 has a better ring to it than 2025. I like 2026.
It's an even number.
I haven't had to think about it yet for some reason.
No?
Usually for the first couple weeks, I'm still thinking it's the previous year, you know.
But you're like, ugh, that year doesn't roll off the tongue.
2025.
Well, we're back. We're up here. We're all up in 2026, and we're ready to give you some hot advice. If you want to send in a question for us to answer, go ahead and send in an email to askdavecomedy@gmail.com or hop over to our Instagram channel @DavidIsComedy and hop into the Ask Dave Anything broadcast channel where I'll post questions there. But we have some cool, funky questions for this week that we're going to delve into. I think it's why we go ahead and get into it.
Funky,
stinky, smelly. This first one comes from Traditional Snow 290, who asks, "Found out my husband has been pretending to go to work for 3 months." That is actually serial killer behavior.
Yeah.
He leaves every morning at 8, comes home tired at 6. Today I found a termination letter from October in his bag. I checked our savings and realized he's been draining it to fake his paycheck deposits every 2 weeks. And he was sitting next to me yesterday complaining about his boss, even though he hasn't worked there in 3 months. Lied to my face every day for 90 days and the money's almost gone. I honestly don't know what to do.
Whoa. I love that he hasn't even taken it out of his bag.
You
think if you're trying to keep up this ruse, you'd throw that termination letter out right away.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is your game?
What is his bag? What is this bag?
I mean, I think
bag?
Is he assuming
it's a suitcase? Is it just a random bag he takes to work every day?
It was rolled up in a bag of cocaine.
Is this little cocaine baggie? I went to go do some blow, and I saw a little rolled up paper, and it was his termination letter from work. I mean, I understand the want to hide the fact that you got fired from your partner, but you would imagine you're with somebody who is like, if you get fired, you can talk to them about it, right?
Yeah.
And why would you not?
Just the audacity too that you think you could keep
just get away with this.
And he's draining their savings account.
Their joint savings, yeah. What the fuck? I don't understand that. Like, what are he just has so much shame that he lost his job? To be draining the savings account, I think that would... been
draining the savings account and depositing the exact amount in the...
Yeah.
Why would you do...
Yeah, that's exactly what he's been doing.
So she's
like, how would you not
noticing? Oh, we just Venmo'd ourselves your entire paycheck this week, huh? Again?
Yeah. How did you not notice that after the first month? Are you just assuming? Maybe just not checking the bank account?
I guess you just hate the guy and you never talk to him.
Yeah.
Hey, I haven't talked to my husband in 3 months, and I guess he hasn't been going to work. Well, I guess he's also been lying about it.
Where has he been going?
He said yesterday he was complaining about his boss.
Yeah.
Just he's such like a dick. You be my wife.
Hey, yeah. What's up your... Yeah, tell me more, honey. What's going on with your boss?
He's just
at
like...
work today.
Like, making me work so hard. I work so hard.
You're so tired when you get... You've been so tired getting home from work every day.
Yeah. I've been like... I'm on my feet all day. I should... Yeah, everybody else sits down at their desk, but I don't.
That's crazy. Why would he make you do that?
I haven't been walking around the Walmart all day.
You think he's just walking around a grocery store for fucking 8 hours?
What do you do, too? What do you do?
What is he doing? That's my next question is, what has he been doing every day for the last 3 months?
Why wouldn't you just say you don't have a job and hang out at your house?
Yeah, apply for unemployment. Go and get a job. I don't know why... why would he hide this from you? This is like divorce territory.
Oh yeah, like you said, this is serial killer behavior.
It's like crazy. Like, why would you act like this?
Why would I'm just trying to think of a reason why I would ever do this.
Yeah. I can only think
he's talked a lot of shit. His wife got fired earlier and he was like, only fucking loser idiots get fired from their job, you fucking loser.
Yeah, she got fired and he laid into her about being an awful worker she is.
So then he's like, oh fuck. I gotta fake this.
I gotta fake going to work for fucking 3 months.
Do you think he's like faking reports? He's like got paper sprawled all on the table, like, honey, there's the Jensen project is due tomorrow, and
well, there's that
he
whole...
must just be getting drunk all day. Like, what do you do? What would you do?
I don't know. What would I do if I was lying about going to work and just leaving my house for 8 hours every day? I'd probably go to the park. I would apply to the jobs. That'd be my first thing.
You'd apply to
some jobs, hoping to get a job. Go for a walk.
How do you think? Because I think the advice here, right?
Yeah.
For the woman is pretty easy.
Is it?
It's divorce this guy.
Yeah, instant divorce. Immediately.
Instant divorce.
Immediately. You
That's
guys need
fucking
to
insane.
Separate. I don't know why.
So I think really the advice that needs to be given here is to how do you do this? How do you think you would pull this off?
How would I pull it off?
Yeah.
I would.
You need a scam, right?
Yeah.
You need to become like some form of career criminal, because you can't keep draining the savings account.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But you've got to every day leave your house in the morning, pretend to work, and then come home.
Yeah.
Which is honestly what I feel like a lot of people that have legitimate jobs feel like their life is.
I don't know what I would do.
How would you pull it? What would you say? Do you think I would? Because
so out of the bounds of like what I would ever do, ever.
Yeah.
That it's hard for me to imagine. Like,
because I think it's also
why?
like it's like so small-minded in your lying.
Like, yeah, what's your game plan here?
What's your game plan?
You're just gonna keep lying about this.
Eventually,
for
you're gonna say you got fired way later or something.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is here.
I think you should just lie bigger, though.
Lie bigger?
Just be like, honey, I got a promotion. I'm the head of Google now. See you later. I'm going to the Google office.
Sorry, I can't be with any brokies anymore.
Because then if everybody else thinks you're successful,
yeah,
the more opportunities might come to you.
Here's what I would do. I would get a new suit and say I got a promotion and I wear the suit every day.
Yeah.
And I clean the suit every day and be like, they really want you to be clean and pristine when you go on to work. That's why I got to clean it. So I put on the suit. And I'll get a suitcase too. Like I start bringing a suitcase everywhere. I don't know I'm so curious what this fucking bag that he has is. It just a book bag?
It's an empty briefcase that only has his termination letter in it.
Yeah,
and a gun with one bullet.
Yeah. Thank God it doesn't have two bullets.
He just goes to the park every day, puts a gun in his mouth, and goes, and doesn't do it and goes home.
Honey, what have you been doing these last 9 months?
Not killing myself.
Every day I go into a Walmart parking lot and I play Russian roulette for 8 hours and I'm still here.
But probably what he's doing isn't far off from that. It's not Russian roulette. It's like Clan Clash. I've spent all of our savings on Clash of Titans. Or whatever. Clash of the Titans is a movie, but they're all an app like Clan Clash.
Yeah.
Battle Clash. Battle Phone Blitz. And they're all the same game.
Oh, whatever. She's saying, and no shade, she's saying that he's almost spent all of their savings. I don't think it was that much. I don't think they had that much saved. In this country?
Yeah, I mean 3 months of paychecks saved would be pretty good.
Yeah,
savings wise,
is she working?
For anybody?
Is she working?
I mean, probably not if he's pretending to go to work all day.
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah. I don't know if this person's working, because how do you not notice that this is going on?
Your first thought when you're fired is, now I have to hang out with my wife all day. Fuck.
That's why he's been pretending to leave every morning.
I still have a job. I'm not.
Gotta get away from the old ball and chain over here. Just kicking it with the boys.
Man, yeah, you got to get a divorce. and you got to lie bigger, buddy. That's what I think.
Lie bigger. Yeah. I don't know. Anyway. Well,
I know an administration that might hire you.
Oh, yeah. Go. I would say join ICE. But
what if he's a spy?
He's a spy. It's a Russian spy.
I went to his office and they said he doesn't work there. And he goes out every day and comes back home.
Yeah, he works for Area 51. Yeah. You can't tell them this supernatural.
Because I feel like this is also must have like you said, like a serial killer's wife must feel, but also like a spy's wife must feel.
Yeah. I don't know.
I always think about that with serial killers. It's like in every relationship I've been in, it's like, how do you get multiple nights in a row to murder people? And then no one's
just
asking.
Get away with it.
Just get away with it. Nobody's asking questions. Nobody's like, why are you covered in blood?
Yeah.
The ones that are married, I'm like, wow. Amazing.
I don't know.
Amazing.
This person doesn't know what to do. First thing you need to do is get that divorce in order and maybe move into a place.
Or Put him on the street. Make him work.
Yes. Turn his ass out.
Turn his ass out.
Yeah, get his fucking Grinder profile up and say giving
It's
deep
Grinder or Get Out.
Get on Grinder and start selling that pussy or get out of my condo, bitch.
It's
That's
get on
say.
sniffies or hit the bricks.
Yeah, start pimping out your husband, and if that doesn't work out for you, I think it's time to
consider a divorce.
Consider a divorce. Yeah, for sure. But let's move on. Best of luck to that person. That sounds crazy. Speaking of divorce, this question says, I'm almost 25 and I want a divorce.
This is from Anon with dashes and an extra N.
Yeah. So I'm a 24-year-old female, and I got married to my husband, who's 25 now, when I was 22. Stupid decision, I know that now. Every day I feel like my frontal lobe develops more and more. I moved 4.5 hours away from my family and friends to live in his parents' basement temporarily.
Oh.
But it hasn't been temporary because it's still relevant. We don't spend much time together. He's on games most of the time and smokes every day and has the audacity to ask me if we can try and have kids soon. That is audacious.
That is audacious.
That is a wild thing to ask about.
Because I would say I play a lot of video games and smoke a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm not trying to get anybody to have children.
I've been playing away a lot and I've talked to him about these topics, but nothing has changed. I feel like a shell of myself. We were best friends before we started dating, and I know I'll lose him completely if I choose myself and to find out who I really am and what I want in life. I feel so lost and like a ghost. I feel like this post is so cringy, but I need real advice, real help. I want to be myself again. I want to experience all the things I haven't gotten to. And I want to find my passions in life. And I feel as though I'm just outgrowing and growing. You can just say outgrowing. I feel like I'm just outgrowing him. I'm scared that I'll regret leaving, but I'm scared I will regret staying. TIA. What's TIA stand for?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
I don't know what that means. Anyway, so they're asking like what to do here. I'll tell you this much. I would have left a long time ago.
I don't know why you move into somebody's. If it's 4.5, why would you temporarily? Maybe you've got some bad home situation. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like that's why you moved into the. Why would you temporarily move into somebody's parents' basement?
I don't know.
I would be like, no, I'm going to live where I live until we have a place.
A place, yeah.
I'm not moving from theoretically my parents' house to your parents' house. That sounds worse.
I can only speculate that they moved in together and they couldn't afford the place, and so they moved into his parents' basement, but it was only supposed to be temporary. Like, that's the only reason I can imagine they would do that.
When she said her frontal lobe develops more and more, I just imagined she's like some Marvel villain with like a growing brain.
A giant head.
Massive growing brain head. Like, some sort of genius like bending spoons with telekinesis in the other room while her husband's just like, I love Battlefield 6.
Yeah, he plays video games all day, so he doesn't have a job.
I guess not.
He has no job, and he's just
neither of you have a job. Like, it must be hard to you just move a few hours away and find a job just in some random town.
Yeah, 4.5 hours away. I'm like, what is the town?
It's like a weird. I don't know.
Where are you gonna get a job at in this town?
Honestly, where were you guys living before living with his parents?
Yeah, what was the game plan when you got married and we're like, okay, we're gonna live together? Do we both have jobs? Where are we gonna live? Are we gonna be near a town with some
I think you should get
opportunity?
divorced. Which, okay, this is, I think, a thing, right?
Yeah.
I think more people should get divorced, and I think more people should get married. There's so many relationships I was in where I was like dating somebody for a few years and living with them or whatever. And it's like they effectively in like a past generation would have been my wife or whatever. And I would have I'd had like 3 or 4 ex-wives, which sounds way cooler.
You would, yeah.
Than having no ex-wives.
Well, you didn't want to get married to any of them.
I didn't want to get married to them because we all don't want to like get married to somebody we don't like and then divorced from them. Yeah. Where I feel like older generations were like, oh well, I'll just divorce them if I don't like being married to them. We just don't get married in the first place because we're inevitably going to get divorced. Yeah, I think all these people got married like we're gonna get divorced, but we'll be married for a few years.
I mean, a lot in an older generation they got married and then they just stayed together even though they didn't like each other.
The older generation, yeah.
That's not. That's
I feel like the boomers and the around those generations got a lot more divorces. That's why the younger generations don't want to.
I don't know. I mean, like
I don't think you should. I think fully divorce this guy right away. Move on. Get married again right away.
I say move out of his parents' house, move into your parents' house, and get a job and get on your own feet.
And yeah,
because it seems like you.
No. Stay living in his parents' basement and marry a new guy.
Marry a new guy.
While you're living in,
stay there and start dating somebody else.
Dating somebody else while you live there.
Okay.
Marry a new guy.
You know, I asked you a few weeks ago from a different question where I said if the person you were married to wanted to get a boyfriend, would that be okay? And you said absolutely not. They have to live in their own apartment. Yeah. So it's good.
The boyfriend would have to live in the
boyfriend that she gets is gonna have to be in her.
He's gonna have to stay, but she still lives at his parents' house.
Yeah. That works for her.
I don't know how to spin this for you otherwise, because it's just like you got married. You got married and didn't expect to get divorced. When maybe you should have just gotten married. Expected to get divorced and just did it. Yeah, and not be sad about it.
Well, this person, she feels like she's growing and wasting a lot of time in her husband's parents' basement.
She's 22.
No,
how long have they been married?
She's 24. They've been married for 2 years.
Okay, so she's 24 now. Okay.
He doesn't do shit. He just stays home, plays video games, and smokes weed. And she wants to she wants to explore herself and what she likes and her passions and what she wants to, do with her life. What do you need him for
that, though?
She doesn't need him for that at all.
You're not paying rent at his parents' house. Yeah. Explore all your passions. Do whatever you want.
Yeah, but I don't know where they're living at. I'm assuming they're living in a place
his parents' basement.
They're living like the town that they're at probably is a small town with like not a lot going on. Maybe she moved 4.5 hours away from a town where there was more shit to do and things like all of her friends are in that fucking town.
Yeah, I mean that's another. You're isolated with this.
Do nothing.
But you married the guy. I'm sure you loved him at one point. But what it doesn't. The fact that he's lame should not be an excuse for you.
Yeah.
You just do the things you want to do.
Yeah.
Regardless of how lame you think your partner is.
Yeah. And if your partner is that lame, you should not be with them.
Get divorced if you want to, yeah.
No, I came to this realization in my own life where I discovered that I'm doing a lot of stuff. We do this podcast. Mm-hmm. We're about to shoot this project where I try to get a new dad. Mm-hmm. I started drawing again because I want to start illustrating a comic. I make my videos. I'm about to write. I didn't tell you this. I'm going to write a movie about this guy who has sex with an alien and he gets pregnant, and he's in the whole movie is him trying to get an abortion. So that's another thing.
And nobody will perform it?
Nobody will perform it because they think he's lying. You think he's just fat. Or whatever. Anyway, so I'm doing all these things that are enriching my life and I am really happy about and find joy and fulfillment in. And I really value somebody who is working on themselves, whether it's like going to therapy, engaged in like has things that they're passionate about, that they really like, this really like living their lives and fully engaged in it. And the question is why? Because I don't know. I guess game recognized game.
That's. I guess it's.
I like that. I'm doing that.
For you.
It's affirming. Is it affirming for me? Yeah. I just like seeing somebody doing that. It's inspiring.
Okay. There you go.
I love knowing that somebody is like fully engaged in their lives, keeping their social circles up, and trying to better themselves. And I'm really attracted to that. Because that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, and you can do that, too. You don't have to let this guy be your excuse to not do that.
Yeah, if you look at this guy, I feel like this person is looking at her husband and seeing, like, how much nothing he's doing.
Yeah.
And it's like, and her husband is like he's kind of a reflection of her.
Well, she thinks he is, but he's not. She's her own person.
Well, she's not doing anything in her life. She
isn't, because she's seeing herself as a reflection of this guy and being like, I can't do anything because my husband's lazy. It's like, well, you can do whatever you want. Who cares? He's lazy. He's not going to help you with anything you want to do anyway.
Yeah.
You'd divorce him or just do the thing you want to do and not even think about him.
She said that she feels like a shell of herself, and I think that is where it really starts and ends for me. You used to feel more fulfilled in that you were doing stuff in life and were like going places, and now you're you remember, you ever watch Hey Arnold?
Yeah.
Bob, like Helga's parents, like Bob and Miriam's always fucking drunk. Yeah. Drunk and like in an alcoholic because but there was an episode they did where she was actually like doing a lot of fucking cool shit and was like really like fulfilled, but then she got married to Bob and had kids and dropped it all just to be with him and raise this kid. Now she's a wino.
Well, yeah, they don't have any kids.
And you don't want.
It's only been 2 years.
And he's like, when can we start having kids? I'm like, get the fuck out of here, dude.
Get the fuck out of here, buddy.
We can have kids when
I don't know why that's. Yeah.
Why are kids at the top of your mind when you don't have a job and are smoking weed and playing video games in your parents' basement?
Where it's like, when you're in these environments, you see things like, oh, like Steve, like his like parents bought him like a truck because he's got like kids now.
What?
And you're like, I want a kid truck or what?
I want a kid truck.
You see people, you see people get the positive reinforcement for it, and you don't know. It's like,
yeah,
he's sitting around and he's a loser that's playing video games all the time. And I'm sure somebody's like, why don't you have any? What are you doing with your life? Why don't you have any kids? He's like, oh yeah, kids. That's what'll make.
That's what's gonna make my life
better. That's what'll make me have an excuse to be me. It's just raising these kids,
Little do you know, once you have kids, most of your life is about the kids.
This girl is also 22. She's
24.
24. She got married at 22 and just moved into somebody's basement. I would have never moved into the basement. I don't think she was like shooting to the moon in the first place. I think she was like, maybe as a younger kid thought getting married and everything was exciting, but I think she's still in the same place she started it.
We grow up on these fairy tales and love stories where it's like you find the love of your life in high school or in like your 20s, then you spend the rest of your life together, and that's just that's how the world works. And no, the reality is you end up getting married at 22 because you think that's what's going to happen. Little do you know, you wind up with some fuck and you're living in his parents' basement 4.5 hours away from where you were at and having a better time with your life.
And either just do whatever you want while you're there or get divorced and move on.
Yeah. So it sounds like...
Which I would say just do whatever you want while you're there. It seems like he doesn't give a shit. Who cares?
Yeah. He'll figure it out, hopefully. But even if he doesn't, you do need to put yourself and focus on yourself. Yeah. First and foremost.
Focus on yourself. That's that's the best way to frame that.
She might feel bad. You might feel... bad for leaving this person, but you shouldn't.
He also might not come be playing video games all day if you come home and you're like, I just painted and built a house for an impoverished family.
Yeah.
He might be like, oh, okay, I might help with that.
Yeah. No.
It's hard to make the argument when you're...
I would have never moved into my partner's parents' basement who lives 4.5 hours away. Nope. That is a fucking crazy decision.
It's not far enough to warrant the, like, we're changing, it's not like, my partner's parents live in California and we're coming from New York and we need somewhere to stay it's 4 hours away. You don't need to make that move.
No.
There's no need to make that move. It's
like moving to Big Bear.
Yeah.
To live with your parents.
What?
That's scary.
Yeah.
Anyway, but you were 22. We all make terrible decisions.
And that's why you're asking us for advice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're stupid.
Yeah. You're dumb. We're trying to come up with like hot dog vending machine.
Genius big brain shit.
Genius big brain stuff.
That's all that's going on in here. This is all genius big brain, big dog, woof woof. Eating all the little dogs.
Yeah, we're not
genius mind.
We're not contemplating making armies of homeless people to get shit from Wendy's for free. We give the people advice, and that's our thing. So
hot dog ATMs.
Hot dog ATMs. Okay. Well, that is it for the advice for the week. Again, if you want us to answer one of your questions on the show, go ahead and email us at askdavecomedy@gmail.com, and we'll be right back. Wow, those are some real banger questions for this week's show.
Banger questions. We didn't get to some other of the questions you didn't submit.
Yeah, we didn't get to the questions you did.
We didn't get to some of the others we pulled from Reddit. We did have some listener mail though this week.
Yeah, one person. Yeah, we had a message from a few people who sent me messages via the Instagram channel. That's at David is Comedy on Instagram.
Yeah, you can join the broadcast channel, and there you can ask us questions. That's the best place to ask us questions.
Yeah.
Actually, no. The email is the best place.
Yeah, go send something to the email.
Email number 1, broadcast channel number 2, because we don't allow you to message in there. We'll ask you for questions sometimes.
So this person...
And you got to be there.
Somebody sent me a message. They said, man, if I end up in LA, you can make me laugh all day. And I turned to butter looking at you. And I don't know if that's like sexual.
I think it means you give him diarrhea.
Ooh, if I saw you, you'd make me want to get all watery in the butt.
When I hear turn to butter, that's what I feel like.
That's what you
my
feel
insides are like, oh, butter. Oh, that's going to fall out of my butt.
Okay.
Maybe it's just because butt's in it.
This person sent me this message. They said, glasses are not Dave, or as I like to call him, sweet cheeks. They said, glasses are not Dave, or as I like to call him, sweet cheeks, is getting it every day of the week without fail. Know what I'm saying? Bring that ass over here. Winky face with the tongue out emoji.
Okay. So you're just getting horny DMs and we're calling them fan mail now?
Yeah.
Okay, I like that. I like that. That's a fun way to deal with those too.
I didn't respond to it, and then he sent a follow-up message that said, hey, don't act like you don't want it. I got all you need and more, boo.
This is good fan mail. I like it using these messages as fan mail because it is fan mail.
It's technically fan mail. This guy
that was from a clip from like 2 weeks ago on the podcast. Yeah. David telling Dante about how he doesn't get laid. You can go back here.
This person says, hey, sexy, I love your videos. They didn't say anything. And then like 3 days later, he was like, how are you?
Wow, like you're already friends?
Yeah.
It's an update. How are you?
And then like 2 days ago, he was like, hi, handsome, how are you?
Oh.
No response to it.
Nah.
Here's some advice. If you slide into somebody's DMs and they don't respond to you the first time,
Don't ask the same question.
Don't ask the same question the next time.
You can try a new one if you're real thirsty. Yeah. You try a new question.
I'd recommend jerking off, dude.
That is a telltale sign of somebody that's deleting their message history.
Yeah. Like, God. I don't know what that's about. But aside from that,
we should interview some of them and see if they want to be your dad.
Yeah. They try to fuck me. I'm like, I'm good. Not my type.
We'll do it on Zoom.
Do one on Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like I'm just setting myself up to get a fucking cyber stalker or something.
We don't need you to get swatted.
I'm like, I'm good. I'm good on that.
SWAT Dave would be a fun podcast.
But what do you,
what's that? So that's it for listener mail, huh?
That's it for listener mail for the week.
If you want to send a horny DM to Dave,
go ahead and slide in, bitch. Go do it.
We'll read it on the show.
Yeah, we'll read it on the show. It'll be a grand old time. Travis, you have anything you want to leave the people with before we get out of here?
I'm putting myself up for I'll be president of Venezuela.
You're gonna apply for president.
I'm gonna throw my hat in the ring.
Yeah.
If you're looking, I don't speak Spanish. Could Duolingo it. Dave's learning Spanish. You could work. You could be you could be in my administration.
Yeah.
He knows Spanish, kinda.
Yeah. I'm kind of.
Poquito español.
Yo hablo un poco español y es.
So anyway, I'll be president of Venezuela.
It's kind of bueno.
I think I'll do a better job than Marco Rubio.
Oh, absolutely. You just know that he sweats so much, and it's embarrassing. And you know what?
So much.
I wish nothing.
I'll do all sorts of cool shit with the oil. We'll have so many jet skis.
Yeah,
we're gonna blow so much shit up with the oil. It'll be fun. I'll be a fun guy.
You'll be a fun guy.
I'll be a fun guy when I do it.
Okay.
Just letting you know. It'll be fun.
Wow, yeah. We got some cool stuff coming up.
We got Ask Dave Live.
We've got Ask Dave Live. If you love this podcast, we'll be recording it live on February 5th at 10 p.m.
Hey, let's do this with a lot of energy so it can be like a clip.
Shut the fuck up and let me do me. So we're doing Ask Dave Live this February 5th. It's a Thursday at 10 p.m. in Los Angeles at the Pack Theater. Tons of parking. Don't have to worry about that. I think it'll be like $5.
$5.
You can hop on to the chat channel or go on the Instagram at David is Comedy, and
we'll be posting about it.
I'll post a link and shit about it there.
So okay, now we're gonna do it this way. We're gonna go, hey Dave, how do I answer all my fucking questions?
What do you want me to say to that?
Okay. Trying to improvise with you. And you know what you're supposed to say.
What am I? Okay.
You're supposed to say, go to Ask Dave Live at the Pack Theater, February what?
5th.
February 5th.
That's a Thursday.
Thursday, live at the Pack Theater, Los Angeles, California.
That's right.
2026. Mm-hmm. Up in this bitch.
Yeah, we are going to be up in the bitch. And it'll be great.
You should have said that.
Well, you said it. Why would I have to say it? That's why you're the co-host. You're co-host. You pick up where
I was asking Dave, and then Dave is supposed to. How are people? They're gonna come, and they're not gonna come because they're gonna be like, I don't even see Dave answering. I watched that podcast. They didn't answer a single fucking question.
Yeah, you're right.
But we're going to do them live.
Yeah, we're going to do it live. So that's
we're going to answer your questions live.
Yeah, we'll answer your questions live.
We're going to answer the audience's questions live.
Yeah.
So you come with questions.
Yeah, come with questions. Come with whatever you're
We're going to figure out how this will work.
Yeah.
Or we're going to get a question asker and we're going to bring them on as a guest. We're going to figure that part out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out for sure. We gotta have keep your eyes on. Join our YouTube.
Yeah,
Ask Dave Comedy on YouTube. Go subscribe.
We're
if you're
getting
not subscribed.
we got like double the numbers from the previous video.
Oh yeah,
that we got in the same amount of time. The other videos we've gone from like 30 to 60.
That's 100% increase.
It's a 100% increase.
Yeah. But
we need more.
Though that just keeps on going. So yeah, go to the YouTube, subscribe to the channel, like, comment on the shit. That really helps.
Mm-hmm.
Same for Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. We're all up on that.
Spotify, Apple,
anywhere you get your podcast.
Anywhere.
Yeah, join the Instagram. We'll be coming out with like a new series soon. That should be really fun. Where I try to get a dad. And I think that's about it.
It's another fine episode of Ask Dave the podcast.
Yeah. If I do say so myself, I think it was pretty fine. And I'll leave you with this advice for your week. If you have really smelly armpits, go ahead and put on some deodorant. Ever thought about that? Smelly girl or boy.
Can't argue with that. No aluminum. Not an antiperspirant.
No antiperspirants. You'll be fine with just the regular stuff that makes
What? That was me having Alzheimer's from using antiperspirant. Okay, bye.
Yeah, see ya.